Okay.
All right,
Look
Gail.
what we got here.
It's the Gold Cup series.
Yep, the 1 Cup Brewer by Curtis.
So we had gone to Coffee Fest a few months ago, and Brant Curtis had taken you on a little tour.
Yeah.
But now you've had it in your backyard for a while, and we've been playing around with it.
Yep.
So I thought it was time for it to give the Gail once over.
I like it. I think it's really a good concept. I
Okay.
mean, nothing like a fresh cup of coffee. So what this machine allows you to do is have pre-programmed left side, right side. It's got 2 brewing units, 1 boiler, runs on 15 or 20 amps. Right now we're set up on 15 amps, so you can only brew on one side or the other.
Okay.
If you had the 20, you could do both at once.
Nice.
Too far. But you can get into the menu on this and change all the parameters for what each one of these cups is going to be like. And also, this is for pre-wetting the filter after you put it in. Not pre-infusion, but just wetting the filter. You can program that too. So, don't look, this is secret. This is secret too. Okay. I'll go into the brew settings because I've already started down that. So the small, this is this left-hand side that's programmed, and this is factory default. This is just what we did.
Okay.
This is how many pulses this is going to do as far as when I talk about pulses. It lets water down onto the coffee for 11 seconds, shuts off, and then goes back on again, puts down 4.9 ounces, and then off after 15 seconds.
Okay.
Does it again through the whole brew. That's how it brews in pulses.
Oh, okay.
And this whole brew is going to take 2 minutes and 5 seconds for the small,
Okay.
which is 12 ounces. Now over here, we set this one a little different. Only 4 pulses, total brew 2 minutes, 4 seconds. But how this pre-infuses the water down onto the coffee, we're going to see if it tastes different.
How it pulses it down there.
How it
Okay.
pulses it down, yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's kind of like a pre-infusion, but not really.
Okay.
They call it pulses.
Okay.
So you can change all these parameters. You could have up to 12 pulses for one brew. Can you imagine?
And this is where, like, if you're a roaster, you could experiment, and then you could tell your customers, hey, this
Exactly.
is how I want you should do it, and blah, 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 blah.
Exactly. Then
Okay.
you get into recipes. Now, I'm not going to get into the recipes, but you can put up to 44 roasters recipes in here.
Nice.
And within those 44, you can have 3 different options in it. So you got about 1,200 and some odd, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Different options in here. So your roaster says, like Velton, my bonsai is best roasted at 201 degree with so many pulses and all this other stuff. You can put that in there and save it.
Okay.
And then you want to brew that particular coffee, you go to that recipe and boom, you're done.
Okay.
The other thing you can do is USB right here, where you can hook up and put a card in, and you can download all your recipes from your roasters and then download it into the machina.
Nice. So they could say, okay, do these, this pulse series at this temperature and blah,
Exactly.
blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Yep, that's what's best for that coffee. You don't. In fact, it takes all the guesswork out of it if your roaster's already done it for you,
Yeah.
right? Okay, brew settings we already got into. Control settings. Temperature, you can change the temperature. Now when you change the temperature 200 degrees, it's for both sides. Because
Okay.
there's only one boiler. Mm-hmm. And then you can set a minimum brew so that it doesn't go below 185. And you can change that as well.
That's just at the factory right now.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they think is best. And hey, we're going to find out. 4-second wait time. Okay.
Was that the pre-wet, the filter?
Yes.
Pre-wet, okay.
There it is, 4 seconds for the pre-wet. Energy savings, we're not going to mess with those. Sounds on. Diagnostic. If I push that button, it will go through the whole machine and make sure everything's working as it should. It does its own diagnostics.
Nice.
And then it'll tell you if there's a problem, what the problem is, call your service tech.
Okay, so then you can just call and say, hey, it's error, 42 or whatever.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So that's kind of slick. And so that's the basics of this machine.
Cool. All right. So
and you can disable that pre-wet on the filter if you want, but I've got it on.
Okay, so since we have the left side is factory and the right side we've kind of messed around with a little bit.
We're going to taste it.
We're going to brew up some coffee on both sides and see how they fare.
One other feature over here, Kat, you might want to swing over here. Hot water.
Oh, yeah. Nice. A little spigot.
Yep, little spigot. And you know, for what it is, it's not all that big. We should probably talk about the cone. This is the 16th or 26th edition of this. And it's patented, the way this is made. And once this stops brewing, you don't get excess dripping out of here, too, because it's a siphon system.
And it just uses a normal number 4 filter.
Number 4.
Little cone filter. Cool.
And regular drip. 16-to-1 ratio on the coffee versus water.
And so what we'll do on the left-hand side we're just going to brew up, and then we'll taste it, and then we'll taste it our customized version.
Yeah, that's because we're working on 15 amps. We can't do both sides at the same time. I wish we could.
I know. So we'll be right back to watch the first brew take place.
I can't even get the paper filter open. How am I going to brew?
Have you had enough coffee yet? I'm glad we're brewing up a couple cups for you.
All right, thanks. Okay, so we're going to brew a 16-ounce factory setting on this side. And then after the machine recovers, because we're running on 15 amps, we're going to do our customized settings on this side. First, we're going to do the pre-moisten. Goes for 4 seconds.
You really got to
give
a little attitude.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're going to, whoops, still dribbling a little. Stop dribbling. Put your cat almost got her foot.
Yeah.
Okay, honey.
That's a lot of water for a little 4-second squirt. Okay.
Okay. Now we got this set on the medium setting.
The scoop.
Yep. Give it a little shake, shake, shake. Remember, Brent talking about that. And now we're going to do brew.
You're kind of got to hold it down.
Another attitude. You just have to hold it down.
Okay, so we're at a total of about 2 minutes and 30 seconds for a
it's doing
whole
its pulses. Shows the icon here. Kind of gives you the idea that it's going through its paces. And of course you can stop at any time.
If you're like, oh, hi.
But we're not going to stop.
All right, we'll let it do its business, and we'll come back and do a first taste, and then we'll brew up the second side. Is that good?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to tasting this. I want to see what the difference is.
Yeah.
I was promised that there was big differences even for a second here and a second there, but we'll see.
We'll see.
Other people have made promises too. Okay. It just went down to 0, and then it went to back to the home screen.
So this is a 16-ounce cup, but for the 16 ounce, it actually puts through 16.6 ounces of water. So the yield will end up being close to 16. Yeah, 16. Closer. You won't have so much.
And that's
lost.
one thing with this. When it shuts off, it shuts off. It's done. Let's get Kat some coffee.
Thanks, Gail. How does that smell?
Nice. You don't need the handle. It's not hot yet.
Thanks. Nice. I'd probably have it a little stronger just because I like it real strong, but that's a nice cup of coffee. Yeah.
Okay. So.
Okay, so let's pause.
And we're going to do the other side the same. Put this somewhere.
Dose it around.
Yeah. We're doing the right side now. This is our own special settings. Meanwhile, I'm going to have
another sip of the coffee.
Yeah, glurk on the other side.
Okay, I don't know if we need to take people through the same story. We'll be back when it's done brewing.
Coming down to the wire.
Now, we did note that with our customization changes, on the left side, it was 2 minutes and 30 seconds total brew. This side, it's 2 minutes and 50 seconds. So,
let's see how she rolls.
I'm going to see it be all like...
What's
the way it
scoop?
just the way it just shuts.
Yeah, all of a sudden. On this, they give you a scoop too. That's adjustable for the large.
That's the 20 ounce.
And then the medium and the small. So that's kind of cool. Yeah,
easy to...
all at once this shuts off, and no excess drip, drip, drip.
You said this is 26 versions, 26 iterations to get it to the...
Yep. And it's just a siphon. There's nothing mechanical that shuts it off.
Nice.
Woohoo!
Okay.
Let me get you another cup.
Thanks, Gail. Definitely richer.
Oh. Yeah, more full-bodied, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one better. Yeah. Same amount of coffee. Did we just change the way it pulses?
And I guess the brew, the overall brew time. So the one on the right, now I've just tasted it again. It's definitely brighter and fruitier. This guy
Oh, yeah.
has some more like nutty tones to it now.
I like this one better myself.
The second brew was better. Well, cool.
Woohoo!
All right, so that is the Curtis Gourmet Single Cup.
And that's what makes that one different than all the rest, is that you can change all those parameters to make a different cup of coffee.
Yes.
And we're liking it.
And so this is a great choice if you are wanting to do like different single cup coffees. If you don't want to be brewing up pots of decaf, but want to be able to offer decaf, you know, in your cafe, that kind of
much
stuff.
Fresher. Oh,
yeah.
nothing
So
like a pot of decaf hanging around for 8 hours.
it's like comes out like molasses. Yum.
Yum, yeah.
So that's like a great choice for those things. Or if you're really crazy and you want it at your house.
Well, our commercial guy said, I'd have one of them at my house in a heartbeat.
Totally.
Except his counter can't handle it.
Exactly. All right, cool. That is the single cup brewer.
I could see if you really were into coffee at home. I mean, really, really into it. This would be nice at home.
Yeah, cool.
All right. Thanks, Gail.